Born in Havana, Cuba in 1963, Ana Delgado Alvarez was raised, she explained, in a family of powerful women. Coming into adulthood as Cuba was being pressed into its special period following the collapse of the Soviet Union and the withdrawal of Russian financial support, Delgado's family managed to secure her education when most Cuban women were experiencing gender and sexual repression, economic and material inequities. Delgado had choices, and she chose art. Delgado graduated from San Alejandro School of Fine Art in 1983 and the Superior Institute of Art in 1988. The artist is a founding member of the acclaimed artist collective Grupo Puré, most prominent during the mid-1980s and into the 1990s. Her father, Nicolas Delgado, was an eccentric, well-connected photographer and illustrator who later transitioned to painting. Delgado spent a lot of time in his studio, and they visited other creative spaces in the city. The elder Delgado photographed Argentine Marxist-turned-Cuban liberator Che Guevara when he first entered Cuba. It is difficult to imagine that Delgado's journeys with her fathers didn't expose her to the works of Zila Sanchez and Emilia Perez. Delgado's gender-parallel peers included artist Sandra Emilia Ceballo Obeya, who also trained at ISA, and conceptual multimedia artist Alicia Leo. How Delgado perceives inspiration for her composition and the allegory embedded in her art is a question I have contextualized both historically and contemporaneously. In an email exchange, I asked Delgado about her artistic influences. Did you know Belkis Ayón or Wilfredo Lamb or their art, and did they inspire your creativity? I asked her. Anna responded, I met Belkis, an always pleasant woman. She was just starting out at ISA, and I think it was my 4th year. I shared some of her work, which was still in its infancy, but she was known for being a great engraver. There were no influences because we were each interested in different worlds. There was a mutual admiration, though by the time Belkis gained recognition, I was in Mexico. Lamb is an international master, but he hasn't been the focus of my research. Perhaps it was for Belkis. In the 1990s, Delgado lived in Mexico until relocating to Miami later that decade. There, the works of Diego Rivera, Elizabeth Catlett, and Frida Kahlo arrested her gaze and left an impression. For this curatorial project and the accompanying essay, I argue the extent to which social normative and non-normative motifs situate artist Ana Albertina Delgado Alvarez within the canon of Cuban artists of the 1980s and as a transnational creative with humanistic tendencies that are intrinsic attributes of a migrated person who cultivates native cultural pride and places them within a normative context of universality. I am considering Ana Albertina Delgado's contemporary work within the context of conceptual allegorical visuality, and the degree to which her diasporic experience might or might not have altered the artist's thematic deployment.